been said that it is easier for a person to change their religion than to change their diet.
If someone wants to know how to do what you do, like urban farming, where should they start?
That's a very good question, and I try not to get all like extra deep about stuff, but really you should start within yourself. You know, ask yourself, why do you want to do this? You know, before you really start to do it, what's driving you to do it? You know, because that's what's going to keep you going. More of the delicious kale. You can see we put a lot of that because it's so popular. Kale, this was actually just a garnish. Like, when we were younger, kale was not.
Yeah,
it was just
garnish,
something
put
cute.
it aside. Yeah.
Now, if you remember, that's probably what you saw on your
That's
Denny's.
exactly what you saw.
Right?
What caused you to get involved with the raw food movement?
Well, I'm going to start from the beginning. I was once on a cruise, probably about 8-9 years ago. And while I was on this cruise, there was a guy on there talking about herbal healing, meaning that you use herbs to heal your body instead of pharmaceutical medicine. Well, I wasn't so much into healing my body, even though I did have diabetes and high blood pressure. I was really into just trying to lose some weight. The main part of the detox is to eat raw food while you do the detox. I ate raw food. After I was convinced that it wasn't so much the herbal detox I was doing, it was actually the raw food that I was eating. In our community, we grew up on all kind of soul food, they call it. Well, really, to be honest about it, yeah, it's soul food, all right. You're going to sure enough lose your soul if you eat that food because it's going to end up clogging up your arteries and everything else.
I'm Judy Harper.
And I'm Vincent Stretcher, and we own Loving It Live.
We want food to be your medicine and medicine to be your food. And at Loving It Live, we provide the highest quality of food on the planet.
Loving It Live is a raw food restaurant, raw meaning vegetarian. And also, all of our food is also organic. Well, about 6 years ago, I had a stroke. What I would find when I ate the raw food, I felt great. I met a farmer there, a great farmer. So we had the opportunity to bond with them, buy their food, and even go pick some of the food that we serve here.
And those farmers are like beautiful people, and we can taste it in their food.
We're waking up to, empowering ourselves, It's taken a long time, man, to really get to where we can fend for ourselves, to be independent. We're not there, It's a slow process that's been taking a long time for us to really, have a nation again. Really, that's what you're really talking about. You're talking about food security. You're talking about nation building. You almost have to pool your resources, right? You don't have the option to go out and buy, like you're saying, these other companies, Whole Foods or whatever. They're not going to come to the hood. They're not coming to the West End. Not yet.
See, the Whole Foods people, they're the ones that go around and do their due diligence on whatever, where we should put the store at. So that's what they're going to do. They're going to put their store where they think that the most people will come to buy. I mean, if it was on the south side, it would be the same thing. They just don't happen to have one over here. I tell you what they do got plenty of, Family Dollars. See, some people are at the point, they're over 40 years old now. So they have all of these different diseases, but they refuse to give up the meat and the things that are really hurting their bodies. And they refuse to give it up. So they'd rather die than switch. People have come to me and said, listen, Jeff, I'm not giving up the spare ribs. I'm not giving up the steak. I'm not, I'm a meat and potato guy. Well, okay, well, that's fine. If you want your numbers, your days on this earth, you only live once. YOLO.
It's really good. I really like it.
And yeah, and you really like it. And you saw me make it. So, right there on camera. And you don't have to worry about it. Because you know what I tell people? It is delicious on your lips and not on your hips.
The thing I had to get over was my own ignorance, right? Just like thinking that most farmers are not black. I mean, that's why they brought us to this country,
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, we really just kind of got to rediscover that part of ourselves, We had all the skill sets, we knew how to grow everything. We were the farmers. Yeah, as an African American, yeah. I can sell you produce, high quality things, and instead of robbing you or selling drugs to my city, I'll sell you something like this. That's going to help out. African Americans, we have a lot of health issues that stems from our diet. So one way to address that is to grow my own healthy, highly nutritious food. And to question my diet and question my culture. The things that were just handed to me, are these things healthy?